need something AoE-ish to deal with Hydras, or you're going to find yourself in trouble. Looking at the army tab, Rhett almost supply capped here. And I expect as soon as he gets that force, we're going to see a big battle, and we'll have to see who wins. Looking at the upgrades, 2 and 2 for Rhett. Only one attack for the Protoss player, so that's probably going to play a big role in the upcoming battle. Upgrades definitely help quite a bit here. Okay, so looks like we are going to see some charged Void Rays trying to take on these Hydras. There we go. Fully charged Void Rays, melting some Hydras, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think these Hydras will be able to clean up this force. Ooh, maybe not. Looks like those Hydras actually do lose, but I think that was not cost effective. I mean, Void Rays cost quite a bit. Yeah, 250, 150. And I think they maybe went equal number of Hydras for equal number of Void Rays, so that was kind of a waste there. But we are going to see Insolence move out. And will this army of Rhett be able to defend against it? We do have these 2 Colossus, so they really are going to melt quite a large number of these Hydras very fast. But Rhett going to have great positioning here. Look at this arc. Oh, so good. Trying to get on some force fields, but I don't know if it'll be enough, even with these Colossus roasting away the Hydras. Just look how great this surround is here, and slowly but surely Insolence's force is going down. Oh, and I think he might actually survive this just barely. Oh, it's going to be so close. Oh, the Hydra's actually focusing down those Colossus, but looks like Rhett's force finally does go down, but not before dealing tons of damage to the Protoss force. And I think once the reinforcements come here, it's going to be very hard for Insolence to stay alive, as a Zerg player on 4 base can build such a huge army so quickly. So some more roaches poking in here, but they can't go in one by one. Oh, this is not good. Needs to get all of his forces together and attack at once. Couple roaches come from this direction. Okay, so finally starting to clump up a little bit, and looks like Insolence realizes this, and it is going to back up. Look at all those roaches. Oh man, so quick was that roach force and coming out. I mean, look at the food, 131 to 90. Okay, 108 here. Looks like Insolence just spend a bunch of money. And we'll have to see if these roaches can push in here and do some damage. Stalker's pretty good against roaches, so might be a little hard to do. Looks like the roaches are actually going to do a flank attack up to this expansion, and losing that would be huge in this position, just due to the fact that I mean, this is the last huge mining base left. I guess he has an expansion, but it's starting to get low. Looking at the income tab, both players relatively equal now. Kind of surprised Rhett hasn't gone Hive Tech yet. Oh, there we go. We do have the Hive. So are we going to see a transition into Ultras or anything? I don't know. And here we go. Big battle going down. Force fields kind of blocking the roaches, but eventually they do get into range. Some infestors as well. What? Oh, so just went for the fungal growth, keeping the Protoss army in place, but once again, the Zerg army just cannot quite stand up to those Colossus. Another fungal growth, plus a Hydra going on here, but looks like the Infestor is going to get picked off, as well as that Hydra, and Insolence is going to retreat. But Rhett doing a good job of keeping on the pressure. He is up in the economy a little bit, and if he continues to do this, he is up on bases as well. If he continues to deny expansions and continues to keep up the pressure, eventually he will be the victor. And just sticking with this same sort of force, adding a few Infestors. Do we have Neural Parasite? That'd be kind of interesting here. No, we don't. So Rhett deciding not to go for that. Could be kind of useful to Neural Parasite those Colossus, I think, maybe in the Void Ray here. But now Rhett, once again, going to try and poke in here. Will the Infestors do a good job? I mean, if he can get some nice fungal growths off, I think it could be very key in the upcoming battle. Oh, and great fungal growth, going to allow Rhett to snipe that Colossus. That was absolutely perfect execution there. And oh, but another Colossus does come, but I think Rhett will finally have enough forces to effectively deal with this Protoss force, and this is not looking good for Insolence. But for whatever reason, Rhett deciding to back up. Look at all these reinforcements, though. 150 food to 80, 90 food here. Rhett is doing a much better job of macroing up, getting his reinforcements as quickly as possible, and that's really, I think, is what won him the game, showing why he was a great Brood War player, having that incredible macro. And oh, the expansion does go down, going to cut the income of the Protoss player in half. And this is very bad position for Insolence. He has some Colossus, but he does not have the meat shields to defend them at this point. And as Rhett showed, he can really do some nice infestor play to allow him to pick up those Colossus without them being defended. And look at this huge force coming up for Rhett, just absolutely gigantic. Void Ray harassing this gold expansion, but here we go. Rhett coming in, going to take out that Void. Ooh, Void Ray actually does escape with its life. Must be very happy. Flex veins were researched. And Rhett almost supply capped again. Insolence going to try and move out here, probably take out that gold. And Rhett, what is he gonna defend against this, or is he just going to go around and try and finish the game? Well, it looks like these Colossus just roasting the drones very quickly, but now the army of Rhett coming in, going to pick up that Colossus. Not a good position for Rhett to fight. He does not want to get stuck on this ramp with his units, with the Colossus on the high ground, and that'll just allow him to roast units left and right. But Rhett doing the little shoot and scoot, moving up to the high ground here, and forcing Insolence back, taking out all the Void Rays, the Colossus. And still, Insolence has not retaken that base. He's only on one base, way over saturation. Looking at the income tab, Rhett has over double the income of the Protoss player. This is not looking good for him at all. The Protoss player, I think, needs to take that expansion again. That's all there is to it. But he feels like he can't because Rhett is just keeping up the pressure. He's just basically panicking and trying to get an army out in time, but I don't think it's going to be fast enough. Warping a couple zealots, last ditch, but look at how huge this army is of Rhett. It is 3-2, and Insolence does give the GG. So that's a pretty cool game by Rhett, just showing how Roach Hydra Infestor can even fight pretty well against this Colossus Zerg force. And Rhett just, basically flexing his macro muscle in this game, and showing how that's still a very important aspect in StarCraft II.